Hello there, you guys. Crystal here. I hope you guys are all doing well today. This is kind of going to be a different video. I'm joined today by, as you guys may know, my boyfriend Mike.
Hello.
And we're going to be playing a very different kind of, well, I mean, kind of different, very different, I don't know, kind of game. We've been enjoying it. We thought we'd share it with you guys. Some of the people who have helped with the creation of the game actually reached out to me and gave me an early access copy, which was very, very generous of them, and then they also gave me an extra key for Mike, which is fantastic. And we've been having a whole heck of a lot of fun. There's a grass thing over there spinning. A whole heck of a lot of fun with this game. It is very pretty. If you've never heard of this game, it is called CardLife. Essentially, the entire premise of the game is it's kind of a survival game. Based around the fact that everything, including yourself, is made of cardboard, as you can see. It's a very interesting concept, not gonna lie. We've been enjoying it quite a bit, but yeah, just to give you guys kind of a rundown on your day-to-day. So you can play it, I guess, pretty much any way you want, really. Mike and I have sort of set up a base. You can kind of see that over there in all of its glory. We'll show you that later. Mike is actually, you won't see him on screen right now, he's off mining somewhere, as far as I can tell. I'm not exactly sure where. You can't exactly see him on the map, which as you can see is quite large. We have not explored anywhere close to all of it just yet. We've only just really started, to be honest. But yeah, so, there are a couple neat things about this game. So just to start off, I'll kind of show you, where you start. So say, for example, you're starting off, you're brand new, and you're kind of just plopped down in like the middle of a forest, for example. Your first thing to do, as veterans of any survival game know, is to collect resources. So for example, wood. So in the beginning, what you would do is you'd start off, and your hands are kind of your tools, so you'd start kind of chopping down a tree, and as you can see, this is kind of slow. So eventually, you kind of get that. You essentially build an axe, I should say. And just like that, you can chop down a tree. And it kind of spits out a whole bunch of wood. I love how it kind of pops out. It's actually somewhat satisfying. I wish it all kind of zoomed into your inventory right away, but, nitpicky things. But yeah, that's kind of the basis in the start, is you just go around and you can hit things, you can collect things. There are berry bushes, there's trees, there's creatures in the game that are probably going to try and attack you, so you kind of have to be careful. And yeah, the other neat thing about this game, though, that I really like, but I'm not very good at utilizing, is the fact that pretty much anything that you can create, you can edit. And what I mean when I say that, for example, let's go ahead. This is our inventory screen. By the way, you can see my inventory down here. You can see my stats and stuff right here. I think there's supposed to be a picture of my character here, but I don't know if it's just not implemented yet. As I said, this game is actually still early access. Pretty early. Well, I wouldn't say that early, but it's still in development. So there are going to be little hiccups here and there. But yeah, you can see also there's a crafting screen here. So just like, say for example in Minecraft.
F8.
F8? Oh, true. You can't see your character if I use that, but my character is honestly just the default one, because I am terrible at creating anything, to be honest. There we go. Thank you, hon. So let's just say, for example, we wanted to build a sword. It'll lead you to this sort of screen, and there's like almost connect the dots. You can make like, a really neat looking sword if you have, any sort of artistic ability, which, what, I'm gonna say that I just don't. But I'm gonna pretend I do. Those do not look sharp at all, but I'm gonna pretend that they look semi-decent. And there you go, it's kind of like that. You can also do the handle if you want to. I'm not that creative. It's been crafted, it's now in our inventory, and there you go. You can, oh, okay. Well, I put the serrated edges on the wrong side, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, you can actually do that with your own character at the very beginning too. They kind of give you a base template, which is what I'm personally using, because I'm terrible at drawing with the mouse. I feel like this game would be like someone who had like a drawing tablet. It would be like a heaven for them, but I'm not one of those people, and I don't draw in the first place. Mike went ahead and made a better character than I did, so whenever we see him, you guys will be able to see that. But yeah, this is the house. Again, we crafted this essentially, as you can see, obviously out of cardboard, but we did, you know, do everything ourselves. So I'm going to be drawing, I guess, a lot of comparisons to games like Minecraft. There's obviously a lot of similarities, right? But this game, Mike and I at least feel, is different enough to keep things really interesting. So you can see up there, like, you know, we made the wood, we made the walls, we've made the windows ourselves, we cut those out. There's gonna be torches and other stuff inside. But you can see, for example, like, that wood up there on the roof is a different color than this wood used on the walls. So we just cut down different types of trees, which you can see there's plenty. I'm a little bit worried about that turtle. I don't want him to attack me. But anyway, yeah, this is the house, or this is the base. It's kind of super early. Just yet, you can see Mike, he's crafted out his name on his box, and I have a C because I'm lazy and I don't draw. But yeah, the unfortunate thing, and Mike and I will both tell you this, is unfortunately so far chests are not shareable, and I believe they want to implement that in the future. I think actually if we click on this thing, it'll say shared storage and shared crafting tables coming in future release. So you can see that, you know, they are working on it, and that's one thing I will say about these people is they've been updating the game constantly. Like, you know, ever since I first started playing properly, which is maybe a week or two ago, there's been so many updates, and it runs a lot better than the first time I booted it up, that's for sure. But yeah, so I actually cannot click on or access Mike's chests. Of course I can't access his inventory, but I can, you know, access my own, so. Oh gosh, that turtle's making me nervous out there, not gonna lie. Those ones with red around them, they're kind of unique, and I'm pretty sure Mike can tell you all about that, because he's the one who does a lot of the fighting, whereas I don't.
So, in this game, like many others that are very similar to it, they've implemented elite enemies. Elite enemies will hit harder, they move faster, and they have a lot more health. So, with that guy there, he's gonna have probably close to like 800 to life.
Yeah, if that, maybe more.
But there's benefits to it. So when you kill an elite enemy, they drop more than they're supposed, than the regular enemies would. So, on top of that, you're not gonna be able to shoot him through a wall.
I'm not gonna shoot him through a wall, don't worry.
Okay. If Crystal goes to her inventory, I can show another thing that elite enemies drop, which is the souls. These things boost your stats up, so you get damage, resistance, armor, stamina, and health. Stamina is made for running, primarily. I think that's all it's for.
I think so far, at least, yeah.
Health is obviously how many hit points you have. And I believe resistance is probably towards magic.
Yeah, which we haven't really experienced much of just yet.
Armor would be obviously damage, and then like how much damage you can take per health point. And then the damage increase is just how much more damage you do.
How much more you deal out, yeah.
Okay, that was a weird noise.
Did you hear a weird noise? So, just to give you guys some idea, I could die doing this. There isn't really too much of a consequence of dying in this game that we've noted, especially if you craft a bed, because, again, similar to Minecraft, similar to other games, if you make a bed, you will respawn in that bed when you die, so that's not very far away. I should be just fine. But yeah, Mike and I... Ooh, this guy is over 1,000.
Okay.
Mike and I have found that crossbows are kind of the cheese way of playing this game. He's not really hitting me. The one thing is, I could keep backing up, you know, and like keep a steady distance between them, but I'm going in circles because it seems they have almost like a zone that they have to stay in. I'm not sure if that's intentional or if it was just the one we encountered, but if they get out of the zone, they will, there we go, they will kind of lose interest in you, run back, and then regenerate all the health that they lost. So, just like when you're, you know, destroying trees, when you defeat enemies, their stuff kind of like bursts out. It's kind of funny. So this is the soul that Mike was talking about. You can see we got 3 pieces of meat, which is fantastic, because there is a hunger bar in the bottom right-hand corner, which thankfully goes down a lot slower now. They had a patch out, I think, earlier this week, because it was kind of crazy, and you can even see, you know, my character starting to complain of being hungry. So I'm just gonna actually grab these berries here and start munching on those, and you can see my meter will fill back up. So I'm not sure if these actually despawn after a while.
I'm not sure.
We haven't actually tested that out. I'm not going to, though. These are kind of useful. So there we go, and you can see all the stuff that we picked up.
I'm sure we'll figure out later on if the souls have more of a use other than equipping.
Yeah.
As far as we know, it's just for equipping purposes.
Yeah. So I think here what I'm gonna do, you can see that in general, actually I think overall, ooh, something is hitting me. What's hitting me? Hello, friend. Alright, there we go. I'm just gonna smack this one with my sword. He's oh. Anyway, early access. he kind of glitched there. Because this guy is not as hefty as that turtle was. I'm just gonna... There we go. There we go. Okay, let me go in the house before I check my inventory. I should be just safe in here. But yeah, I'm just gonna switch the giant tortoise soul with the... I think it's called Dryad? Dryad? I'm not sure how to pronounce those.
It's Dryad.
Dryad? Just because it does more. And you can see my stats went up. You can see that my stamina and my health actually have to catch up because they increased, which is fantastic. So let me go ahead and just put away all the stuff that I don't really need right now. There is some method to my organization. I couldn't tell you what it is, but it's there. It's there, trust. I'm just gonna put away the sword that I made earlier as well. I don't really need 2 of them at the moment. And yeah, thankfully though they did, as I was saying, they did, I guess, make some changes to the health meter, because before it would drain so rapidly that we were just going through meat at a stupid rate, and berries didn't really replenish. There's a crab sitting on that hill. Berries didn't really replenish all that much, so it's actually quite useful. As far as we've seen, most enemies do get hostile towards you. I don't think there's really passive. I think even these guys...
They will attack.
Yeah, see, if you get close enough, they get kind of antsy with you. This guy's actually hurting quite a bit, so I'm just gonna... There we go. And as you can see, he has less health than that red elite guy did. He has, I think, maybe less defense as well. I'm not sure.
I would imagine.
You'd think so. But yeah, as you can see, this is kind of a good way to do it.
Another thing that we've noticed is that highly aggressive enemies will never spawn within a certain radius of you. Yeah, it's always like, if you move after they have spawned, then you'll run into them. But if you kind of stay still, they don't really spawn close to you. Yeah, so if you stay in your house will be a relatively safe zone.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, you know, you see those big windows on the side of the house. Thankfully, I think the game kind of acts like those are solid walls. So I don't think creatures can climb in. I don't think, you know, you can't go out. Thankfully, there's a hole here. And we're pretty safe. We can see out, and it's quite nice, actually. But yeah, as you can see, day and night cycle. The days are actually very decently long. I wouldn't complain about how long everything is. There's another turtle there. There's a lot of turtles spawning here right now. But yeah, they did a really good job so far in the game. They've been putting in a lot of effort. We can definitely see that they've even made a lot of effort since we started playing, and we haven't been playing that long. There are other people who are playing right now. The game is, as I said, available now for early access on Steam. It is on PC. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. If our clicking of mouse and keyboards wasn't obvious enough, I'm sure the mic is picking that up. But yeah, it's pretty fun. We've been enjoying it a lot. Just wanted to show it to you guys. We're definitely interested in maybe streaming it with you guys, maybe doing some more videos on it, just because we've been playing it in our downtime anyway, so why not? There is a little bit more to the game that we haven't personally been able to, I guess, experience yet. It's usually the stuff that Mike actually ends up doing, because I tend to stay close to home and just kind of gather resources and then build onto the home, whereas he's the type of person to go out and fight things and explore, and I'm just not. I'm that scaredy cat who sits at home. So there are things you can see. There's a whole lot of stuff that you can craft. We're in the all section right here, so these are all the things currently that you can make. But you can see, like, you know, there's crafting tables, there's a clothing rack, there's furnaces, there's forge, like stuff that we haven't been able to create yet, or we haven't done. I think we probably have the materials for them. On top of that, actually, though, and this is something that kind of really helped me when I started, because I got dropped into this game and I'm like, I have no clue what to do. There is a journal system, and right now, like, you know, they kind of take you over the basics. It isn't very expansive. I really love to see them maybe bring in, like, you know, like achievement-based things and like more complex things after maybe you complete all of these. But say, for example, at the beginning, like, you know, it said, it's just teaching you how to cut down a tree, for example, for the first time and stuff like that. Right now, let me see here. Right now, we have a quest that is currently active. You can actually, like, you know, choose which one you want to be active, but right now it's just stuck on this one. And it's telling us that we need to craft stone squire armor. And you can see we get a reward for completing it, so it is worth it to do it. I do have stone in my inventory. I don't know if there's anything else I need. Let's just take a quick look here. So here it is, stone squire armor, and you can see it'll probably, actually it'll definitely be a lot more because I don't have any armor on right now, so it'll definitely help out in terms of how much damage I take and stuff like that. As you can see, it tells you, you know, what you need to create this stuff. So I'm just gonna craft it. Again, here you can design it however you want. You could put, like, you know, oh gosh, let's see here. You could put that, like, you know, a hole or something there. Like, I'm not going to, because I like kind of how the base stuff looks, not gonna lie. And you can see quest and it completed, you can see it there, and it actually gives you a little thing to, like, oh, remember to collect your reward, right? And there we go. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a picture or something of my character there, but oh well. Yeah, we go back into the journal and we can just collect our new sword, which is not something you get to customize if it's given to you like this, but it is a pretty nice way to get usually, like, materials. Sometimes they give you tools and stuff early game. And as you can see, again, that top somewhat left-hand corner, it's giving me the next quest that it wants us to do, which is to smelt copper ore using a furnace. So we haven't actually made a furnace yet. Oh, no. There we go. So let's see what we need to do that. And if I really want to, I don't have to scroll through all this, you know, I can just select it from the menu. Here's the furnace. We need 4 coarse hide, and that's the only thing we're missing, so I might have it in the box here? I have 3. Gosh darn it. Do you have any more, hon?
I got lots of it, but I'm nowhere close to the base.
True. Alright, no worries.
You can make it.
Oh! Can I?
Create a crafting bench.
A crafting bench?
So...
You mean the tanning thing?
Yep.
I need 4 to make that.
4 course?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay, we can get some when I start going out and fighting more stuff. I tend to stay in at night. I can show you guys what it's like. It is a little bit dangerous. I wouldn't say it's terribly dangerous, especially if you have a crossbow, which, unfortunately, you know, in this game you have to create bolts for. Or if you use an arrow, you know, you have to create, or sorry, a bow, you have to create arrows for. But you can see I've made a couple of stone ones and some wooden ones. But yeah, you can see the area around the house is actually pretty clear of enemies. There isn't really anything around, just like Mike was saying earlier, but if you kind of wander for a bit, you will start running into some creepy crawlies eventually. Also, the sky is one of my favorite things about this game. It's just gorgeous. I think they did such a great job. And the clouds look so neat. The fact that they're all like, you know, cardboard and ripply. Oh, there is one.
People are wondering what exactly I'm actually trying to do, why I'm at the base. I'm trying to get to the center of the map right now, where the most tough enemies are.
As far as we've seen, yeah.
I'm sure that they get even harder when you get to this, like, into the ground. But as it stands right now, the toughest enemies I can find that won't just kill me instantly are in the center of the map. So for the most part, I think you start off on the outskirts.
I think so, yeah, and I think as you work your way in, it tends to get a little bit more tricky.
Yeah.
So as you guys may have just seen there while Mike was explaining that, just as we were saying earlier, I was darting backwards from that lizard man enemy, and I'm hungry. And oh, I already have berries. And suddenly he just kind of turned around and ran away from me, and that was pretty much me going outside of his zone and him being like, well, screw this, not worth it. But yeah, as the sun comes up, they will go away. It's a little bit too early just yet. But you can kind of see them in the distance there. There's going to be elves and other kind of creepy, nasty things that don't come out during the day as far as we've seen. But the good news is I did get that fourth piece of coarse hide that we needed to craft the furnace. Or actually, should I craft the furnace first, or do you think I should craft the tanning?
If you craft the tanning, then you can craft the furnace a lot easier.
Yeah.
It seems like the tanning thing is purely just for crafting coarse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just put this away then. There we go. And because I don't really need this sword, I'm also just gonna put that in there and keep this new one on me. No point in having two at the moment. But yeah, we should be able to make the clothing rack, which tans raw hides into leather. Now, this is our other little thing that we're a little bit, you know, peeved on at the moment, and again, we mentioned it earlier, just the fact that Mike and I need to create two separate sets of crafting tables for everything, because we can't use each other's, and it's a little bit obnoxious. I guess they're still working on that, but I'm happy that at least they seem to be, you know, like they mentioned that it's an issue. So I'm just gonna put mine over here for now. Oh, whoops. Didn't want to do that. I started turning it. Mistakes have been made. Oh, no, I want it to be perfect. Okay. There we go. There we go. So there's that made. You can see. And you can see all the stuff that we can make. We can make coarse leather strips, thread, rugged leather, and rugged leather strips. That's kind of how that works. You can kind of see some of the nighttime enemies are still over there. I'll see if I can actually catch them disappearing. It's kind of funny when they do. They just all kind of just...
Damn it.
Poof. What happened?
They went poof.
Oh, did they already go poof? Gosh darn it. My timing is beautiful.
I was trying to kill a spider.
Oh yeah? The spiders in this game, some of the enemy designs are really interesting. It took me a while at first to like understand that like, oh, that's a bear, because they're kind of weird looking.
If the 90s kid is watching, they'll know of the cardboard assembled bone
toys
sets.
And you like painted like dinosaurs and stuff. Yeah. There we go. Just getting some more food just in case. Hello, friend. Oh, yep. Now, you guys are kind of seeing it in action here. Because everything is made of cardboard, there's these ledges everywhere when you're going up or downhill. And if you've watched an enemy, you can kind of see them kind of like, I don't even know what the right word is. It's just very suddenly jut up and down the hill. it's not smooth or fluid. It kind of hurts to look at. Ow. There you go. But yeah, so I think that'd be something. I'm not sure if it's actually on purpose by the creators. It's something I would like to see, is it to be a bit more smoothed out. Because, like, when I'm going down, it doesn't look, you know, kind of jaggedy. But if I watch Mike or any of the enemies really go down, it looks kind of silly, right? So I don't know if that's on purpose, if that's part of the aesthetic. Either way, I don't really like it personally, but, you know, personal opinion. Where are you right now?
Mountains.
Are you really far away?
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. I wanted to see you, yeah.
I'm coming back now.
Okay.
Just killing a lizard man.
But yeah, you'll see a lot. If you're wondering what that is over there, by the way, that was me. I was digging, just for stone, which I guess I can show you guys a little bit more of gathering materials. These crab things, though, they are like really obnoxious. When you first start, they are like everywhere. And because you kind of spawn on the outsides, I feel like you usually spawn close to beaches. So these things just kind of are there constantly, and they are aggressive. Another thing, and I think this is just again an early access, like, you know, still in beta sort of thing, is if you start to fight an enemy in like close combat with your sword, they have a nasty habit of suddenly kind of jagging almost behind you, like they just kind of zip behind you and I guess get a free hit, which is kind of annoying. I think it's just little things like that that just need to be kind of ironed out right now.
Which I think they will be, because honestly the game is brand new.
It is very brand new, yeah.
So like, they will eventually get there.
Mm-hmm.
Just give them time.
But if you guys don't mind playing a game that's still in early access, if you guys are interested, for sure, it's on Steam. I'm definitely going to post the link to its webpage and as well as to its Steam page down below for anyone who might be interested. Mike and I for sure want to do more, I guess streams would probably be the best format for these. Just because it's a lot of fun. If we could get other people in here with us, that'd be even more fun, I feel like. But at the moment, just because of the fact that we can't share, you know, crafting tables or treasure boxes, it's kind of...
It's difficult to...
It's a little bit difficult to play with a lot of people. So, yeah, it's something we'd like to do, but not at the moment.
Like, so far, the only thing that we've figured we can do to share stuff is to drop it on the ground.
Yeah.
Which just, you know, why do an extra step kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing is, and this is something that I kind of personally like, when you die, and we're not sure if there's a time limit for this, it kind of acts the same way it does as if you've, I'm hungry, as if you, have dropped a box for someone to take. It, essentially all your items, like everything in here, everything on your hotbar, they all, I guess, fall to the ground in a box, and that box has a light coming out of it, going up, so you can see it from a decent distance away. So if you know, were out exploring and you die, you can, you know, run back and get your stuff back. We're not sure how long that box stays there. It could only be there for a limited amount of time, and that would make sense to give some penalty. Oh! There's a peacock up there.
Yeah, I've been seeing them. They're all around me right now.
Oh, yeah?
I'm in the thick of them. They look pretty, but they're vicious.
I think everything in this game is actually vicious if you get close enough to it, which is something I'm not a big fan of. You know, in other survival games, of course, there are things that are vicious and are ready to attack, like bears or wolves or whatever, and that's normal. But the fact that deer, like, not even, like, stags, like, straight up deer, will come charging at you is kind of weird, I feel like. You can see some wolves over here if you guys are interested. But yeah, I'd like to see some sort of enemy AI that makes a little bit more sense. Oh, this is a elite one. I didn't know that. Oh, he glitched. He's stuck. Hello? I guess I'm gonna get an easy kill. I don't really mind when this happens. There we go.
Nice.
So again, we get another soul of the direwolf. We get some pelt, we get some good stuff, some meat, which we need. Thankfully not as much though. I'm really happy about the health change.
I thought I was closer than I was.
Oh yeah? Are you really far away still?
No, I made a wrong turn on the hill.
Oh, I see. Another thing that Mike and I noticed, actually, I can show you guys. And by the way, if you guys think I'm moving slow, I can run. You can see my green bars going down. That's my stamina. I just don't like to because I'm pretty sure it drains your hunger faster.
It does.
And I feel like it already drains fast enough, so I don't like to run. I just kind of move slowly everywhere. Another thing Mike and I like, and this is again similar to games like Minecraft or other building games, the materials you use to create whatever you're creating are reflected in how it looks. So say for example here, I made my bed using a bear pelt, and you can see the cover looks different than Mike's, who used a direwolf pelt. And if we use different woods for the beds, like, you know, his might be red, mine might be this color or yellow. So it's just kind of interesting. I like that little extra detail. Let me take a quick look here. Is this better than what I already have?
What age is it?
1.3, yeah. There we go. And as you can see, my stuff went up. My health is just
actually better than all the ones I have.
Oh yeah. Nice. But yeah.
I'm home.
Oh, hello there. Oh, your head is on the right way today.
My little twig legs.
His little twig legs. You can see Mike has the, I think.
Oh gosh, your head.
Oh, is my head sideways now?
Wait.
My head is sideways now.
What if you hit F8? Does it show your head sideways?
I don't think so. Nope.
Oh, no, your body's twisted.
Yeah. Earlier when we were playing, Mike's head was sideways on his body and it was really funny. It's kind of funny actually. I can't see you underneath your armor. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, take off all your armor. Show them your beautiful creation. Mike has six-pack and a beautiful face. So yeah, Mike is a little bit more creative than I am. I just did the straight up default character with his little twig legs. He skipped leg day. It's kind of funny though. You can't see his like cardboardness underneath the
Stone.
Underneath the stone armor, which by the way, that would be really heavy. But yeah, it's pretty fun. We've been enjoying the game quite a lot. You are so cute. I like how like you don't wear pants or boots, that you don't have to
I could
hide your skinny little legs.
I could those. That would probably be smarter.
It might be.
Yeah.
It's so cute. But
apparently Quickbee armor actually gives you
a health bonus.
a stamina bonus.
And a stamina bonus. That's cool. It's very minimal, but it
Mine
does.
is stamina negative. Let me see this.
If you guys are looking or wondering, this is kind of what we're looking at right now, and you can see health bonus and stamina bonus.
7, 8, 2. Yeah, it does give you a little bit of a stamina bonus.
The other thing is it mentions enchanting slots, which we haven't gone into enchanting at all, which I think is going to be a really interesting aspect of this game.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. They're adding a lot more. There's going to be like mechs that you can build that you can ride in and walk around, and it's going to be neat. We're really excited to see where this game goes. We've been enjoying it. But yeah, I think we're going to end this video here. Please let us know for sure if you'd like to see more, or if you're interested for sure, go check out the Steam page down below. The creators seem to be putting a lot of work into it, and we've been enjoying it. So yeah, thank you guys so very much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.